Hi, Emily. How are you?
Now I'm doing better, but definitely finding a lot more of some of those emotional issues. I think before all of this, acupuncture was really helpful for me for dealing with stress, anxiety. Like I could be having the most stressful work week with work, and I could come into acupuncture and just leave feeling like very centered and calm. We've talked before about pressure points and kind of different pressure points for stress, anxiety, some of these emotional issues. Is there anything I can do from home to help me out right
Yeah, well, we just all have to like do as much as we can in these times. I mean, the acupuncture is not accessible, so it's a lot of. I'm trying to get all my patients to do a lot of acupressure. So there's a couple points that I'm trying to get people to use. So the one of the most common is called yin tang, which is the one on the midpoint of the head, right in between your eyebrows, and just pressing on
now?
that for
I
about
love
10
this
to
point
15
for
seconds.
acupuncture.
Yeah, it's a really, really, really nice point and a very calming point. Using this with do 20, which is on the top of the head. So if you go straight up through your forehead to the top right there, there's like a divot. And if you press those two together, it's a very centering and calming kind of thing. And those two I like a lot. But then I combine that with like heart 4, heart 5, heart 6, and heart 7, which are on the wrist. And those are on the lateral side of the wrist, the
I,
pinky
al-
side.
I already feel calmer.
Good. So keep doing it, Eddie. But working on these, kind of just going up and down and just working on that channel. It's just slow, gradual. You can do this while you're watching TV. You can do this anytime, but using these combinations will help kind of relax your system. And it's something to do, and it's really relaxing on the system. But working with those 4 points is great.
And so this is the heart channel you said.
This is the heart channel. So it's really good for anxiety and overthinking and trouble sleeping and insomnia. So those
Got
things
it.
are all
So
things that we're all
while I'm
dealing with right
scrolling on Twitter late night.
now. Right. Do this instead of rolling on Twitter. I don't think it's a good idea.
Got it.
Stay away from your Apple feed and Twitter and try to just do acupressure points. It's just going to make you
Acupuncture
more
is favorite.
anxious.
Now,
Yeah.
are there any
Yeah.
other points that are good for kind of the stress, anxiety, calming?
The point that I always use for people when they're getting panic attacks or like feel like something's like stuck on their chest is Ren 17, which is called, it's in your fourth intercostal. So it's kind of the midpoint in your chest.
So for you, it's
And
sort of like right where your button is.
yeah, right where my button is. And you're going kind of right on the midpoint and
Oh,
you're
mine's
just
really,
pressing and then releasing. It's a
yeah.
sensitive area, but it's very kind of calming and relieves a lot of the pressure. A lot of times I just kind of go out from that area too, just to open up that area. Because everybody, when they're dealing with so much anxiety, we're all getting like almost panic attack feelings or tightness in the chest, and that relieves a lot of the pressure on the chest. So I
Definitely.
really like that point just to add on. So what I'm trying to kind of push are these heart points, which are really good for anxiety and overthinking and tension, and then these for kind of calming and focus on the head and the mind, and then this to open up kind of pressure on the chest.
Right. That's helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, I would tell you to do these like 3 to 4 times a day. I think it's a really good option for us, especially at home when we don't have so many options
Right.
available. But I think acupressure points are great.
So obviously this is something you can do by yourself, which is good because I know most of us are alone right now. But
Right.
this is something, if you're quarantining with
But
a
the but
partner,
yes, but if you're quarantining with a partner, you guys can do it definitely to each other. And that would
after
be a
you
really nice thing after
after you
cleaning your hands
spend
80 times. Yeah, just clean your hands 80 times, then put on hand sanitizer, then put on gloves and then a mask, and then you can do it to each
It's so
other.
romantic.
Yeah, it's really very lovely this time. Very romantic time, I think, in general. Yeah.
Great. This is really helpful. Thank you.
Take care of yourself. Be careful, okay?
Thank you.